Hi, I'm Laura. Welcome to week 2 of our 4 weeks to a healthier you. Last week we talked a little bit about the good bacteria in the gut, and I started you off on a healthy breakfast. So this week we're going to up the ante a little bit. So I want you this week to focus on how you could get a little bit more diversity into your diet. We are all creatures of habit. We go shopping, we buy the same foods, and we cook the same foods, and we expect different results. So this week we're going to change things up a little bit. One of the most important things that you can do to help maintain a good level of friendly bacteria in the gut is your fiber intake. So I want you to maybe try and up your fiber. If you are somebody who suffers from diverticulitis, which is where you get a little bit of pockets in the bowels, you might find that some nuts and seeds and kind of very coarse grains will not agree with you. So I want you to maybe try other things like psyllium husks are very good, but also your vegetable fiber. Vegetables are great for feeding good bacteria and for helping your bowel to become more regular. So when you're looking at your vegetables, I want you to think about a rainbow of colors. So when I talk about diversity, I want you to have as many colors as you can in your diet. You know, we've got beetroot, we've got squash, we've got broccoli, we've got red peppers, yellow peppers, so many different colors that nature has given us. And the higher the color, the more antioxidants are in those foods. So antioxidants are really important for keeping you young, okay? They help to fight free radicals in the body. So basically they help our cells to recover. So they can slow down the aging process as well. But more importantly, they feed that good bacteria in the gut. One of the vegetables that I want you to try this week is beetroot. And you know, we might have beetroot in the summertime, we'd be very familiar with the pickled beetroot. But now we're coming into the winter. Use your beets, buy your beetroot. And one of the things, the way I like to have it is I make a coleslaw from it. So I kind of grate my beetroot with some carrot, and I would add a little bit of balsamic vinegar and olive oil to it, and I chop up a little bit of ginger, and I put it in a Tupperware container, and I might have a little bit of it with a salad. Sometimes I have it with brown rice, bit of fish, whatever. But the beetroot is fantastic. It will help to lower blood pressure if you're somebody who has a little bit of high blood pressure. It will also improve your energy levels. A lot of athletes use beetroot, particularly before they go on a race, because it helps to improve the flow of oxygen. So they definitely gives them more energy. It's a real energy booster. But like I said, it's full of color. It's that lovely purple color. Really, really good for your skin, good for your energy levels as well. So try your beetroot. The other color we want lots of is green. Your green leafy vegetables, high in folate, so they're very good for energy. If you're somebody who's low in iron, you need lots of folate. Beetroot, by the way, really good if you're low in iron as well. So try to have a good variety of color in your diet. This week I want you to also try to include some brown rice in your diet. I would recommend having basmati organic brown rice. It's what I call a prebiotic. So any food that's a prebiotic will feed the good bacteria, which is often referred to as a probiotic. Brown rice is very high in B vitamins, and again, your B vitamins are great for energy, so it's a real energy forming food. The other thing that is good about brown rice is that it really soaks up any mucus in the diet as well, and it's used a lot just to kind of, for people who have maybe a lot of dampness in their system. I'm an acupuncturist, so I talk quite a lot about dampness and mucus because it's things that can cause health issues, particularly with the gut. So your brown rice kind of soaks up any toxins in the gut and helps to remove them. That's really why I would recommend the organic brown rice, because sometimes if there's a lot of chemicals in the soil, the brown rice will automatically attract those too. So good idea to buy organic and to soak it overnight and then pour the water off and put fresh water in. It's very versatile. A lot of people will always say to me, oh, what do I have with brown rice? So you could have stir-fried vegetables with your brown rice. You could have fish. You know, it is very versatile. We're so used to having potatoes with our diet every day that sometimes it can be hard to change. So you're going to have some brown rice this week. Try to aim for at least twice a week and then maybe stretch it a little bit further. So the other grain that I would like you to try and have a little bit more of would be quinoa or quinoa, whichever way you like to pronounce it. Quinoa is really high in protein. Again, you can cook it something similar to the way you cook rice. You can also have quinoa flakes, and you could have your quinoa flakes, you could throw them in with your porridge if you wanted to. You could do half and half. It doesn't have a huge flavour. It's really what you put with it, so it goes very well with porridge. I often throw it into my porridge flakes as well. Particularly high in protein, so it's really, really filling, and it's very, very good for you as well. So that's your kind of your vegetables, more veg, and your brown rice and your quinoa. The other thing I want you to do this week is we talked about upping your water intake. This week I want you to add what I call essential fatty acids to your diet. So we're going to add a tablespoon of flax oil to our daily diet. If you're somebody who is on a blood thinner, you can't take fish oils, but you can use your flax oil as a food. So I would often make my salad dressing with the flax oil. I don't particularly like it in my porridge, so you can take it in porridge if you want to. I prefer to use it over my food. So I will often pour it over brown rice. If I'm having a portion of mashed potatoes or vegetables, I'll often use it over that as well. Sometimes I'll use it instead of olive oil on my bread, or definitely instead of butter, and I kind of like the taste to it. Essential fatty acids are exactly what they say on the tin. We've become a nation of fat phobics. We're all on low fat diets, yet we're all getting fatter. And the reason is that we don't have enough of the good fats, and that's where your omega-3, 6 and 9 are very important. They are really important for metabolism. So if you're somebody who's trying to lose weight and you think that you're on a low fat diet, you might be doing a little bit more harm than good. Not suggesting that you would have saturated fats like dairy and cheese and pork and stuff like that. Those are what we call saturated fats. But your essential fats are really important for your cholesterol. They will lower your cholesterol. They will enhance your skin and your hair. I always tell my patients that your essential fats are the best cosmetic you will ever buy. They really will moisturize your skin from the inside out. They lower your cholesterol. They're very important for your mood. And I'm talking a lot about mood over the next 4 weeks, because if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious, you need to feed your brain, and your essential fats will do that. Of course, they will also protect your heart and your circulation. So a spoonful of flax oil, really important for helping that. So that's going to be your kind of plan this week. Lots of diversity in your diet. Introducing something you may never have had before, the quinoa or the quinoa, whichever way you like to pronounce it. And another food I want you to try is pickled cabbage or sauerkraut, which is really fermented cabbage. And you can buy your fermented cabbage in your supermarkets. It's very good for controlling sugar levels, believe it or not. Somebody who might be maybe just on the borderline of a type 2 diabetes, a little bit of sauerkraut or pickled cabbage, if you want to give it the English name, is really good for keeping your sugar levels constant. But again, it's a fermented food, and anything that's fermented is going to really feed that good bacteria. So introduce a little bit of that. Don't have to take loads, by the way. These are just small little things that you're going to introduce into your daily diet. So the other thing I'm going to make you do this week is, instead of doing 30 minutes exercise, I want you to increase that to 40 minutes. So get out there, walk for 20 minutes as fast as you can, turn around and walk back. And as the weeks go by, you'll find you'll get fitter. Remember what I said last week? There's no such thing as bad weather. There's just bad clothes choices. Good heavy coat, rain boots, that's all you need. Get out there and get that exercise in every day. Okay, so that's week 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you can put some of it into action. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about protein. Obviously, we need protein for our muscles. So good luck this week. I look forward to talking to you again next week, and you should be well on the way to being healthy. Thank you for listening.